you need to spend time building your own business. You can't just run around and attend different networks.
Ain't good enough, so you gotta be great, and I'ma do whatever it takes. Doing what I love of life, and I'll pay the price, and not stopping even if the shit kills me, even if it kills me.
Hi everyone, and welcome to MattGron Talks. This is episode 85, and my name is Mattias Gronborg, aka MattGron. And yeah, I'm the founder of the HubSpot agency I Go Moan, and here I share my scaling up journey building this company from nothing to something. And with me, I have my co-host Svea Landshov. Today back from Germany, and I just gave her a compliment for her fabulous hair, but she just told me there was the lighting.
Yeah.
There is the lighting that makes it shine in that way.
Hey, but you know what? Speaking of hair, I actually just cut David's hair this morning.
Okay.
So I've never cut hair in my life, and I think for that it looks pretty alright. You know, it's been getting a bit out of control lately, so it was time.
Yeah, so we need some proof.
Yeah, I can. Actually, I took some pictures. Maybe I can insert them. Yeah. Otherwise, like you said, as you can tell, I'm back in Sweden. It feels good to be home. You know, I haven't been to Berlin in a long time, and yeah, but it was nice to be back also and see what my life was like when I lived there and compared to now, and just reassure that I love it a lot more like it is right now. So yeah, but it was nice to take the possibility to meet some people, get some jobs done, and also show David around in Berlin, because he has only been there once for like half a day or so. So that was good, but it's good to have, you know, fast internet and the microphone and the lighting, so we're back to normal.
Yeah,
it's a better setup for sure than the webcam and the super slow German internet. Yeah, not everywhere, but it's definitely not as fast as here. All right, so enough of me. Let's talk about our vlog. And I think this is the point where I say this is for entrepreneurship run smack into reality. And I think I should have a smoother transition to that. I need to overthink this. But anyways, Mattias, want to share with everyone who might be new here what we are talking about in this vlog?
Yeah, and I can do that with actually present today's topic, which is the Monday topic. And this is when I share my personal development journey as an entrepreneur, growing and becoming the greatest leader I can. And on Wednesday, we talk about business development stuff, what I'm learning in the entrepreneurial process, scaling up iGoMoon, and every Friday, I share my weekly inventory, or as you call it, my
diary.
Diary. So, yeah.
All right.
Diary. It's like a hard word. It's like, because isn't like...
It's not diarrhea. It's diary.
Yeah, but when, milk, like...
dairy.
Yeah, exactly. It's like...
I can mix that up.
They're like three words. They are very close to each other.
That is true, though. Yeah. All right. Let's start with our Monday then. So I had some inspiration from our last episode that we did, where you talked about that you met with the founders of another agency and you're maybe thinking of collaborating with them. And so I thought about talking about creating a network, and connecting with other people in general. And also in one of the earlier episodes, you once mentioned that you're rather an introvert, and I would like to know how that is going for you, being an introvert, networking. But I would say let's start off with a simple question. So what is your take? Like, what do you think, how important is to have a good network when you start out as an entrepreneur?
So, and it's always important to continue growing your own network. Yeah. But I mean, the network is one thing, but everything is also connected to what kind of reputation you have.
Mm-hmm. What do you mean by that?
What I mean is basically, what other people think about you. Mm. I mean, if they know you, like you, and trust you, basically. So that's the reputation.
Oh, okay, I get that.
Like, I mean, your own track record.
Okay.
And I'm not just talking about the business track record. I mean, the relationship you have been building with the network. So
yeah, so you said something interesting here. That's why I just digged a bit deeper there, because so when I understand it right, it's not just about creating a network that could like profit you practically, but also having people that know you, who like you, and maybe refer you to other people. And yeah, just like you said, just have a positive perception that other people have of you. It's not, doesn't have to be only practical, the contacts that you have, right?
Right, yes.
Okay.
I mean, everyone, I mean, every human being, they are basically, they are making all their decisions on emotional facts.
Yeah.
At the end of the day. So
yeah, absolutely.
So that's really need to be connected to your reputation. I mean, it's not more different than any other relationships.
Yeah. You also said in one of the other episodes that, or when we talked about location, where to open the office for Algomoon, you said for you was kind of a no-brainer that you would go to Stockholm, because you also had kind of a network there already, some contacts. How did your network look like in the beginning? Did you have some practical contacts before you started out? Like, did you already have an accountant, or maybe a possible customer, or how did you start out in Stockholm?
I just want to like say one thing, emphasize on that, because like for me, you know, like the entrepreneurial decision, I never had a process that, okay, you know, I live, I'm from Stockholm, and that's the reason why I should start my business here. I mean, all these things, they more kind of happen in I mean, different sequences. So what I meant was that, of course, it was probably good for me, or it was I mean, when you talk pros and cons, there was definitely a lot of pros that I could start here where I have my network. But I mean, so.
And what kind of people were there in the network? Was it more like maybe a support system, like friends and acquaintances, or did you actually had already maybe some possible business contacts?
I think if you have a good network, you have, of course, potential business and contacts in that network. So there was a mix, of course, and so I'm like to be a little bit more like concrete, so to speak. I think like marketing, like inbound marketing, sales consultant when I kicked off that business before I founded Algomoon. I would say my first business was actually from a business network, and I mean there is probably tons of different business network, and now because of COVID, they have probably been a little bit it has probably been a little bit harder to actually attend this business network in the physical world, so to speak. But when I started my consulting business back then, I actually went to different business network, and I also got my first business like from a network like that. So.
That's interesting, because I also wanted to ask about that. How did you find contacts that are valuable for you, and also vice versa? Maybe you're valuable for them. You said you were attending some business networks. Could you just roughly explain to people maybe who don't know what that is, how that looks like?
I think there is a lot of different networks. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of them.
Okay, why is that?
Like you said, I'm an introvert, and I also think you need to spend time building your own business. You can't just run around on and attend different networks. So I like over the years I have been very picky, like choosing these kind of events. But the network I was referring to, it was like a breakfast meeting, like network, and I don't remember. I think we met. I honestly I don't remember, but I think we met every week.
Okay, all right.
Or
I thought it was maybe.
I don't remember, but it was like every Friday or something like that. Or was it like I don't remember.
Okay, but you went there a couple of times, and
I went there very often for like a year.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Okay. And did you also do other things to meet new people? Or was that your main focus with these network meetings?
I wouldn't say that was my main focus. It was my last focus.
No, I mean like not building the business, but I mean like a focus when trying to find new contacts. I meant it in that way.
You know, I think even if I'm an introvert, as I referred to when I talk about myself, which basically mean I like meeting new people, going to big events and stuff, it really takes energy, and I get drained.
Yeah.
Some people get a lot of energy, visiting concerts and like business networks and parties. So I get energy from, taking a walk in the forest or reading a book or, have my own time, so to speak. So yeah. I'm more that kind of person you need to drag out of the house. But when I'm there at the party, I think it's kind of fun. Yeah. So, but it's like my idea of it that is very. But then I need to rest and recharge from that. But I like my biggest networking source has been social media and the internet since I don't know, like 12 15 years back. So
okay, that's interesting because now we talked about like in the beginning how you maybe got to your first valuable contacts, and you mentioned now it's more social media. How does that look like? Do you like go on a network with like the aim to find people, or is it just while you're scrolling and following different accounts, like, oh, that looks interesting, maybe I could contact them? How does that look like now when you're trying to broaden your contacts?
I'm more like all over the place. Every day there is like how should I say? I think your question is very asked from a practical perspective. Like, I'm doing this, and then I'm doing that, and then. But that's not how I'm wired. It's more like, let's say I get an email, or if I read something at like in the newspaper or in. Let's say I read here in Sweden. I read Dagens Industri like every day. But I also know I've been referring to The Economist as one of my more like international or global source of news. So there could be things that I want to learn more about or find out, and that maybe lead to a moment where I start follow someone, and then it's more. I'm more, I'm constantly moving. That's my thing. I like to meet new people, and that's also why I think I have been so successful around sales over the years. And I think it's also like a main, like, how should I say, like in my CEO role today, I think that's one of the most important things I can do.
Yeah.
Like reach out, meet new talents. Like at the gym, when I'm working out there, I always meet new people, talk to them, and so yeah, I'm. It's not like I don't have a plan to network.
Yeah.
It seems that's what I want to say. Like your questions is very like it's more who I am.
Yeah, because I was curious, because I think it also depends, like you said, on the person you are. I think some business people probably have like a certain plan and steps they follow, and like you said, different networking events they attend to, and then let's say like every day they take an hour for social media where they contact people. I know some people work like that, but I think we're similar in that approach how we network. I also think you never know when you meet someone, and it's just funny. Also from my experience, where sometimes I got like clients or people I could work together, it was sometimes really random. Mattias, I found you David 8 years ago or so, a long time ago. I don't know, 6, 7, 8 years ago on Facebook, and I watched some Mondays on episodes, and then I just reached out and said, hey, do you need me for something? Can I help you? And and for you, I just came out of nowhere, and you didn't know you had an impact on me years ago. That is just so fun. I think good example of you never know. Be open and just connect to people also without, I think, having the idea of, oh, could they be useful for me? I think that's not the right approach. I think it's just have contacts everywhere, and you never know where this is leading to. Do you have a similar experience?
Yes, definitely. Yeah. I think. Like we are not islands. Everyone is connected in one way. So I don't remember, but it was like I read it somewhere like years ago. I don't remember if it was like 3 people or 5 people, but everyone is only 3 people away from the U.S. president.
Okay, yeah.
To call the U.S. president is like the world is kind of small, and I mean with the internet. It has become even smaller. So
that is very true. What you're saying, I heard something similar as well. It's like we are all actually tighter connected than you think, and I think that's a nice note to end the episode on. So stay open, look around. You never know. And thank you as always, Mattias, for sharing your experience, and thank you guys for watching. Maybe you like this, maybe you want to subscribe. That will make our day. Leave a comment if you want to know anything or give some input. That would be very cool. And otherwise, see you in the next one.
See you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.